we're going to go to math.com, click on the algebra. Let's go to rational exponents, and we're looking at 4.2 this time. If I can get 4.2 to come up, wow. What's the there it is. What's the probability that I click on that 5 times? There's only 2 possibilities. It's probability I click on it 5 times, and then the 6th one is finally 4-2. Alright, I'll let you figure that out. We got -8 raised to the 2/3 power. That's giving me some heartburn. I'll be glad when we get to the probability section. Okay, so here we go. This is -8. We're going to do, so let's look at it this way. -8 raised to the 3rd. What's going on here? Raised to the 3rd. And then the whole thing is squared. So let's do what's in here first. -8 raised to the 3rd. So we got 3 numbers multiplied together. It gives us -8. And what about -2? -2 times -2 times -2. That's going to give us -8, right? But we can rewrite that -2. Not sure what happened there. Write that -2 as -2 raised to the 3rd power, because there are 3 of them. Okay. Alright, so this becomes -2. Let's just go ahead and continue this right over here. -2 raised to the 3rd power, and wait a minute. I've kind of lost track of what I was doing here. Wrong. This is -2 raised, -2 raised to the 3rd power. I wasn't done, I guess. Well, these parentheses are confusing, and then that's all raised to the 1/3 power. Right, we're trying to evaluate this part here. -2 raised to the 3rd power gives us the -8. Okay, and then all that's raised to the 3rd. So what do we do with exponents? We multiply, and 3 times the 3rd is 1. So what happens to all of this? It just becomes -2. And then of course we're going to square it, and that will become 4. -2 times -2 is 4. So it looks like all of that just reduces down to 4. Alright, reduces down to 4. For some reason that just doesn't intuitively look like that's the answer for some reason. Okay, so there we are. We're over here at go to math.com. See you next problem.